This is No Shame, All Play, the podcast where curiosity is welcome and shame gets left at the door. I'm Holly, an intimacy therapist, and I'm here to answer your real questions about sex and relationships. Wondering if your libido is normal? In this episode, I explain what low libido actually means, why desire is not the measure of a healthy relationship, and how satisfying sex often comes from creating the right context for arousal, not forcing desire. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're answering a question. Is my low libido normal, or is something wrong with me? And here's the short answer. All libidos are normal. Low libido does not automatically mean something is wrong with you. And quite truthfully, we live in a culture and society that tends to treat the person with a lower libido like they're the problem in the relationship. First off, let's define libido. Libido just means sexual desire, interest in sex. I like to refer to it as life force energy. But libido varies naturally from person to person. Some people want sex every day. Some people want it multiple times a day. Some people want it once a week. Some once a month. And some people do not experience sexual desire at all. Because there is no universal correct amount of sexual desire. The better question isn't, is my libido normal? The better question is, does my sex life feel aligned with what I want? And is this causing distress for me as an individual or in my relationship? Because low libido by itself isn't necessarily a problem. What often becomes painful is the shame around it. A lot of people, especially women, trauma survivors, people with chronic stress, parents, people navigating medical issues, folks in long-term relationships, start believing that something is wrong with them because their desire changed. But it's normal for desire to change throughout life. Stress affects libido, hormones affect libido, medications, relationship dynamics, trauma, and sleep, all of these different things affect our libido. And quite truthfully, sometimes your baseline libido is simply lower than somebody else's. And that's not pathology, that's variation. Here's another thing I want people to hear. Desire is not the measure of a healthy relationship. Most deeply loving long-term couples don't have spontaneous movie-style chemistry all of the time. Couples who have successful, satisfying, long-term sexual relationships have three things. Number one, they like, admire, and respect each other. Number two, they do sex in a way that works for them, not what their friends, their parents, or anybody else in society told them how to do sex. And number three is they decide that it matters to them and they prioritize it and make it happen. One of the most harmful myths that hurts couples in long-term relationships is they think desire should magically just show up and something is wrong with them if they don't desire or want to have sex. So it's about figuring out how do we create context in which arousal can safely emerge, and letting go of the idea that you have to want to have sex in order to have a great sex life. Maybe that looks like slowing down, reducing pressure to perform, scheduling connection, feeling emotionally close, starting with touch that doesn't immediately lead to penetration or sexual interaction. And there's a book I like that talks more about this. It's called Come Together by Emily Nagoski, and it's a fantastic read for any couple who is struggling with libido differences in their relationship. But a great place to start is asking yourself, what conditions help arousal safely emerge for me? And if this is something that you and your partner keep getting stuck on, please know that you do not have to face this alone. This is something that I treat in my practice every single day. So link is in the description if you would like to learn more, and please don't hesitate to reach out for support. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.